What is up, guys? It has been a fucking minute. Yeah, long story short, just got off work now, kind of, because it seems like everyone and their mother is quarantined. Stupid fucking COVID thing's real in the army too, believe it or not. Now we get some time to run some errands and knock out some other stuff. That ate it. So we're gonna go ahead and get changed real quick. Got some shit to knock out, and then we talk a little bit about the cars, and I guess doing more vlogging, being more active. Yeah, we'll go from there. Hi, Mish. Hakuska. Hi, bud. Oh, she's got some hands up. All right, so finally got out of the uniform. I'm gonna go upstairs. I'm gonna set you guys up on the desk. Can kind of go over what we're planning on doing with the builds, and yeah, where we might be going and how long it's probably going to take. All right, not very good at this, and didn't get a lot of practice doing like vlogs and stuff in Hawaii. Sat down, got some questions people keep asking me on social media. Any comments or whatever that are left in the video, I'll get around to them if I get the chance. Why'd I sell the R35? To be perfectly honest, the car kind of sucks. Yeah, it's fast, but I mean, that's pretty much it. I'm definitely like a automotive enthusiast, so going with that, I like to enjoy the car, I like to drive the car. You know, it can look cool and still serve a purpose at the same time. I mean, it was fast in a straight line, and you know, the paddle shift thing, I don't really like to fuck with that. And yeah, it looked nice, but I mean, it wasn't fun to drive. It wasn't a driver's car. And I was going through some shit at the time and was kind of purging a bunch of things, so I ended up selling it. That's the short version. Around the same time, I kind of like just ghosted on social media for similar reasons, going through some like family shit, so I'm not going to dive too in depth about that, but yeah, I just need to step away. Sometimes you need to walk away from stuff to kind of clear your head and figure out what is important. During that period of time, I kind of got into motorcycles for a little bit because I didn't have any sports cars. I didn't really have anything to work on. We did some wild stuff, like we cut up a Banshee, and I put a 600cc motor in a re-welded Banshee frame, so that thing's insane. Yeah, we did that. Ended up getting an R1. That thing was wild. Long story short, I kind of took like a hiatus from cars, and now I'm coming back because it's what I love to do, to build crazy shit. I'm coming back to cars. We're here now. So I just purchased a 1995 R33 GTR, one of my favorite cars of all time. The only other one that would probably top that or be on par with it is probably the R34. It is a unicorn, but it is also like a kind of a fanboy car. So obviously I would love to have one, but it was never within reach to get it. So the R33 was the next best thing. I personally love the body style of the R33. I know that there's a lot of haters out there that think it's the ugly duckling. It's whatever. I absolutely love it. The car that I bought is hands down the cleanest R33 stock-ish that I've seen ever. The interior is absolutely immaculate. There was only minor things that were done to it. It's only had 2 previous owners before me, which was great. One in Japan, obviously, and then one in the UK. I spent a little time over there before it made its way to Colorado. It has minor modifications when I got the car. It was on, I want to say 10 coilovers, and then it's got an HKS high power exhaust on it. From what I understand and from what I've dug through the car, that and an Apexi intake is the only modifications that were done to the vehicle. There's a lot in store for that car. I'll talk about that in a minute. And then we got that here in Colorado. And then we were looking for a car for Taylor's because she didn't really understand why I was so in love with these old 90s shit boxes and why they were so great. And then she rode in it, and she absolutely fucking fell in love with it. Because of that, she wanted to get something that was an RB26, but she didn't necessarily like the R33 body style, which is cool. I understand that. She wanted an R32. So we ended up doing a little digging. We found one in Utah that wasn't running at the moment, but it was for a pretty good deal. So we called the guy up. Seemed like a nice enough dude. Wasn't completely sure what he was talking about when it came to the motor and whatnot. So kind of started asking questions, digging into why the vehicle wasn't running. It seemed like something that was very fixable on my end, even if I had to tear apart the top end of the motor. We drove down there and we went to go pick it up. Showed up. The vehicle's in pretty good condition for a 32. I don't know how much miles. I think it was like 150,000 kilometers or something like that. Long story short, I got it running, and now it runs fantastic. I'm not sure the specs on it, I don't know off the top of my head, but just put Brenda turbos in it, so it runs fantastic. It runs great, and she's in love with it. The interior definitely could use some work. It's going to need some work. Other than that, though, it's in pretty good condition. Yeah, so she's picked that up. So now we got the 33 for me, the 32 for her. What does the future look like for it? So the 32, I'm not really sure. I'm sure I'm going to have a follow-up video on that. But for the 33, I've been working with my really good friend out in Hawaii, David Sykes, who owns and runs Sykes Automotive. He's actually getting ready to move to Washington. So if you're in that area, I would definitely either follow him on Instagram or definitely look him up when he gets there. God is phenomenal work. For this car, I've been working with him on getting some parts to start building the car to how I kind of am envisioning the end result being. I'm not going to talk about like the outside of the exterior of the vehicle that much, just because there's a lot of stuff in the works right now that I'm trying to keep kind of under the radar until it's for sure, and then I'll talk about it a little bit more. But just got a bunch of parts for that car. Upgraded HKS turbos. I think it was the GT3 RSs. So those are going to go in a full Greddy suction kit for that side. Went with the Greddy 80 millimeter or 90 millimeter, I think it is, throttle body. So that'll be getting installed as well. Dual fuel pump hangers, all the parts that you need to run, 600 horsepower. I don't plan on running that much. I'm probably going to run like 450, 480 to the wheels, which is a lot for all-wheel drive drivetrain. That's what I'm looking to run. So I got quite a few parts that are on their way in. And then on the other side of that, the exterior portion, I guess, we've been working extensively with these builds and our previous builds with Toyo tires and Avantgarde wheels. So there will be a set of Avantgarde wheels coming in relatively shortly. I'm not going to give away what they are, but I'll definitely tease it on my Instagram. So a set of Avantgarde wheels, and then they're going to be wrapped in a beautiful set of R888 Toyos, of course. So huge shout out to both of those sponsors. I appreciate you guys' support. That'll be happening for the R33, and like I said before, 32. I'm not really sure where Taylor wants to go with it. I'm sure she'll either sit down with me in a video or something like that, if that's something you guys would want to see, and kind of talk about that. So yeah, end result, pushing about 480 to the wheels for R33, and then the 32 right now is actually, if I was gonna guess, I'd say somewhere around 290, almost 300 horsepower with the new turbos. It definitely does need to tune. I also need to get mine tuned, so if anybody watching this video is out in Colorado or in Denver or something like that, and you guys know of a good shop for RBs or just Nissans in general, hit me up in the comments and let me know. Okay, yeah, now getting back into like social media, I'm definitely going to get better about running my YouTube channel because I think there's a lot more ability for content and shit like that on a platform like YouTube. I'm definitely going to be producing a lot more content. You guys are going to see a lot more vlogs when I go to do any work on the car. And then also I'm going to try and produce a little bit more content when it comes to just like nice cinematic videos of the vehicles or other people's vehicles as I start kind of getting better in that area as well. Yeah. All right, that'll bring this video to a close. If there's something more that you guys want to see, leave a comment in the comment section below. Like this video, subscribe to this channel if you want to see more content like this, and I'll see you guys next time.